So just about starting, we'll get the big prices, the headline prices, and then we'll go into individual names, individual stocks, etc. So about 1/3% lower on the Nifty, 24,667. The Nifty Bank is down about 0.19, 55,642. The Sensex is down about 1/3. And the small cap index, the small and the mid cap indices, by the way, were up 1.25% and 1.5% respectively last week, Friday to Friday, even as large cap indices were flat. So that's the part of the market to focus on. Small cap index is flattish, nothing on it, and I think the mid cap index will come up on your screens, which will show you where we are at. The mid cap index is down about 100 points, 0.2% lower. So 24,633 is where the Nifty is starting out at. The heat map, the Nifty heat map up on your screen, about 25 odd names are higher. Everything else is starting the day in the red. Surabhi.
Okay, so 120 down on the Nifty, and right now the mid-cap index is fighting back hard to try and at least remain flat. Best case. Let's look at the large cap losers. Apollo Hospitals actually is doing very well on the back of earnings, and remember, we'll be talking to the management in just a bit from now. Lever, Tata Consumer, these are some of the other names that are finding traction. Little bit of a green on Eicher Motors, about $20 higher on Eicher Motors, but then it fizzles out. Let's look at the weakness. It's metals all the way. Those steel and aluminum tariffs going up to 50%. Hindalco is down 1.5%. Tata Steel, JSW Steel. Remember, these companies don't export a lot of metal to the US. But then the second order impact, trade disruption, demand disruption, that's all weighing on sentiment. Tech is also weak. Infosys, HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra, all these stocks are down. Tata Motors is down. It's been another weak month for the company. Sales are down for their CV business as well as their passenger vehicle business. What else? Bajaj Finance, Jio Financial, L&T, Maruti, everything is lower actually. And the banks are not much of a comfort right now. HDFC Bank is about 1% lower. ICICI Bank is down about 0.3%. And State Bank of India is very flat, 0.2% lower. So let's see. Those are the early trends for the time being. By the way, since we're talking about some of the stocks in focus, Masgao Dock, remember there was a conference call. I don't think it's entirely helped matters. Stock is again starting 2% lower. Market not entirely convinced. There were some more names. Nykaa, we were just discussing. The numbers were good, but the market's mood is off today. So 2.5% lower on Nykaa. TVS Motors, good sales numbers, but the stock is quiet this morning. This is after the May sales numbers. Inox Wind is reacting well to the P&L update came in the fourth quarter performance. Those are the early trends. But Prashant, unlike most of last week, I mean, this morning we're seeing some pressure even on the mid-cap index, at the index level, that is.
No, absolutely. And we'll see. When we had weeks of outperformance, right, Surabhi? So I think at that margin, there is that as well. By the way, the Nifty support is 24,692, which we put out. That is the first one. That is a 20-day moving average. That is gone straight away. The next one is 24,462. That is nothing but the low that we saw on the 22nd of May, the swing low, and then the market bounced very sharply from there. That is still some distance away. That's about 100. So, 100 gone to the 20-day moving average gone, and then, 100 more to go for the swing low support, which is 24,462 at this point in time. The Nifty Bank will also come up about 0.4% lower. That's 250 points in terms of a cut. Here, the support stands at 55,096. So we are about 0.75 odd percent away, 0.8% away in terms of the first support for the Nifty. We've kind of stretched and moved, and especially the broader market done very, very well. So must remember that. Niva Bupa, I'm not sure if we highlighted. Niva Bupa is the #1 volume-led loser right now. It's a 11-12% cut on it. 77 million shares, and I think, of course, there's that block which has gone through. Emphasis is down about 5%. Emphasis 24.32 or so on that one. Swan Energy is down about 4%. Zentech, big move of 2.5% lower. There is Indocount Industries, which is coming up with a 12% cut this morning. Again, doesn't come up with volumes at all early on, but it is today, and that's why I'm mentioning it. It's got over 500,000 shares already traded. And a name like Nibe, which is, of course, it's had a one-way move over the years, but Nibe is now down 5%. I think they tied up with an Israeli company in defense, basically. So that's something else which is coming up right now. All right, we'll... sorry, Surbhi, you want to
No,
comment?
I just wanted to add that in a market which is otherwise down, almost 200 down on the Nifty, the one trend that's building is some sort of a move towards FMCG after a long time. I think this is also anticipation. There's a lot of chatter about maybe finally sales volumes picking up. Look at Britannia, look at Godrej Consumer.
Yeah.
These are the stocks. So consumer is a very... Look at Lever itself, up about 1.5%. So in a weak market, Tata Consumer, Nestle, FMCG is the only green flag for the morning.
Yeah, absolutely.